All right, let's get growing. We are on day 5 of winter, year 2 on ImPondsible Farm. We are currently at 52 fish ponds out of 101, and we do need to get Robin started on number 53, as far as I recall. She had just finished the last fish pond when we left the stream last time. So, we were doing a lot of fishing up at the mountain lake. Egg salad, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Nice first. We were doing a lot of fishing up the lake. We got 7 legend 2s. Millie, welcome in. Welcome in. How's it growing? We did get 7 legend 2s. That's going to make us a lot of money. Lady Elena, welcome in. Good to see you back. How's it growing? We're into winter now. And we're doing the legend 2 farming at the moment. We only have a couple days to do it though. So I think we do some more legend 2 farming today. Welcome in, Lumi. How's it growing? Did you get any sleep during the morning stream? Lady Elena, growing well. Hope you are too. Yes, I am. I'm in charge of a little miniature poodle this week, and we had ourselves a nice little walk during my lunch hour. Lumi, that's wonderful news. I'm so glad that you could get some rest. I hope we helped. I hope you absorbed some love from us while you rested. Let's see. So we have 2 days left. We're going to do, I think today we'll just do more Legend 2 farming. And then tomorrow we'll do our best to get the rest of them and actually complete the quest for the Queen Gems. Okay. So let's see what today has in store for us. We do need some hay. We need to get some hay. It's a neutral luck day, but we should try to talk to people today. We've got that buff where we get extra friendship for talking to people. So what I'm going to do, I do want the stingray in this next pond though. We're going to leave the legend 2s for after that. And the rest of these can just be tossed in the bin. We don't need those at all. They're good money though. Okay, we've got a couple artifacts for in the box. The box inside the house. And I will just carry around these spare bobbers for our Legend 2 fishing. And we will put everything away. We'll do our normal routine. We'll do our normal morning routine. We got our star drop. Your angling skills surpass even my old pappies. I'm impressed. This star drop's been passed down from Willie Sr. to Willie Jr. for, oh heck, probably 1,000 years. Seeing as I don't have any kids, I want you to have it. Well, thank you, Willie. Ness parcel is apparently on its way. It better be. Right, not in a bush three blocks away. I sure hope so. You said the parcel today is the Stardew mug, right? That's what's coming today? So your next stream, I get to see your Stardew mug? Yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me clear cooldowns on that. There we go. There we go. Cleared the cooldowns. Shoutouts renewed. Should be all being well. Yes. Shoutouts renewed. Nessie can now be the coziest streamer on the internet again, refusing to show the trophy, just out of sheer humbleness. 7 stream streaking. So it's really funny because I do the 2 streams a day. The streaks go up so fast. They go up so fast because I do 2 separate ones per day. I can't do much more than 3 hours without a long break. Like, I can't just do a 5-minute break. I need to get out of the chair for a while, take a walk. Shannon is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Shannon. We love you. Alright, so that was the fishing star drop down. I've heard you're working on a very special challenge. I have the perfect solution to help you out. Meet me in the watery cave on Ginger Island. We might go talk to him, but we will not be buying his services. This perfection needs to be done by the book, not by the gold. Harvey picked us up. Oh, we've got a quest. Creating an enchanted staff of phenomenal power. However, I'm missing something, an iridium bar. Well, we can do that. That's very easy. You know you have the winning position. Nope. Nope. I know you have that trophy. You're just not going to show it. And that's okay. That's okay. I understand. I understand. Feel like mine's been more chaos than cozy as of late. You've been doing those pass outs like a champ. Egg salad, that's perfectly okay. Sitting in the same spot for hours is difficult for anyone. Well, thank you, Egg salad. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support. I will say I'm getting better at it. You know, I am getting better at it with my hourly ad breaks where I get up and refresh tea and stretch my legs and everything. But I still don't know how many hours I could go. Those pass outs are the easiest part. They come naturally. They sure do, don't they? It's almost like you were made for it. But you were eating the snacks, so that's a step in the right direction. That's a step in the right direction. So proud. Mooshake and Moolity have been petted. Tumnus has been petted. Alan and Alan have been petted. I'm actually surprised. It's been a little bit since we've had a Skull Cavern run here. I'm kind of expecting it to happen during this stream. Quackers has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. I want to know who the dinosaur is. Chickadee, you're too big. You're blocking the dinosaur. Ribbits has been petted. Sir Exelot has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Hensola has been petted. And by deduction, Lizard has been petted. I was like, chill, look at me go. I'm using the snacks. I think that's a direct quote, actually. Human, salutations. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? It's good to see you in here. It's nice to know that you're not two raccoons in a trench coat. We're just grinding away here. We're just going basically at the rate of 2 fish ponds per 3-hour stream. So we're just making slow yet steady progress. And currently we are working on our perfection goals. Am indeed a human being? I thought so. You know, there were clues. There were clues. Alright, we are definitely doing well with the row. We do need to do the shed today. So we do. We need to make some money today. We need to see how much we make. We need to bring the wizard an iridium bar. We need to fish for more legends. Thankfully, it does not look like we have any fish quests to do because that would throw me all off. We do need to go back up to Robin and get the next pond going. And we need to put the stingray in that pond, and I mean now. Right now. That pond needs a stingray, a golden animal cracker, and a sign. Right this very minute. And after this, the golden animal crackers will be going on those Legend 2 ponds that we're going to be making afterwards. Ooh, I don't like that. I can't go through there. I do not like that. No. 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 There we go. Okay. So our stingray now has a golden animal cracker. So if it ever does decide to give us a dragon tooth, we will get 2 instead, and that is humongous. That is humongous. Might play on my alt farm for a bit with you? Absolutely. Do it. Do it, Nessie. Alright, let's go get Robin started on the next pond. And then we'll handle the shed, the row shed there. And then we'll take an iridium bar down to the wizard. I'm just gonna ignore the mushrooms at this point. We do not need more mushrooms. I have so many mushrooms. Loading vanilla bean as we speak. Nice. Nice. Let's see. I think we're just going for another fish pond. I don't think there's anything else for us to do here. Okay, and I believe I already adjusted the count. Already gifted her twice this week. How about that? Already gifted Maru twice. Already gifted Demetrius twice. Okay. So, I mean, we're doing pretty well then, I guess. Let's just talk to everybody. We do get extra hearts for that right now. Even though I've already maxed Robin and Demetrius. And I don't have enough hearts. I only have one. Whoa. Oh, okay. Alex is going up to the spa today. Linus is maxed. So we're just taking care of business. We're just taking care of business here. We'll do the shed. We'll take an iridium bar down to the wizard. And then we will fish until we pass out up at the mountain lake, catching legend fish. We do want a total of 28 legend fish. And then tomorrow, we will catch the rest of the extended family fish. Remy raiding with a party of 6. Welcome in, welcome in. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat there. Welcome in, raiders. I'm Chill. If you were not already aware, I'm Chill, and we are doing the ImPondsible Farm Fish Pond Challenge. We are currently at 52 out of 101 fish ponds. And we are currently fishing for Legend 2 on the extended family quest. We have a couple things we need to do today. Remy, thank you for the raid. Of course, if you need to raid and lurk or raid and run, feel welcome. Feel welcome. What were you playing today? It was a very chill, low energy stream today. Wanted to continue that vibe? Absolutely. There we go. Ooblets. I've never heard of that game. Never heard of that game. I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and snooze ads once here, so that you guys don't get hit with them as soon as you raid it in. Going to remain lurking, however. Need to get some stuff done. Absolutely. Think I'd love it. Let me write that one down too. I had someone in here with Fantasy Life earlier that I will be looking into. I think it's going to be a long time before I do much else other than Stardew Valley, but off stream I'm always looking for more cozy games to play. But absolutely, if you need to raid and run, go do it. Take care of yourself. Do what you got to do. Found the forest sword on my alt the other day in the mines. Such a good sword. You know, I don't think I've ever gotten that sword. cozy chaos game with Pokemon vibes. It has been a long time since I've played anything with Pokemon vibes. Really. Since Pokemon, honestly. The last Pokemon type game I played was Pokemon back in 1995 or whatever it was. I honestly can't remember. It was sometime around 1995, 1996, I think. It was on Game Boy. It was the first Pokemon game. That was the last Pokemon game I played. Maybe it's about time. Recommend it. All right. I will give it a look. Okay, now, what were we doing? Let me grab an iridium bar so I don't forget it. And then we are doing our shed so that we can make the monies. Because we want that scepter. We want that return scepter. I spent 670,000 gold on golden walnuts, and I don't regret that one little bit because the quality of life spending there is well worth it. Just as worth it as the return scepter is. Okay, I'm having trouble harvesting. Back in insert Jurassic Park meme. In the last century. Back when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Chill discovered a small handheld gaming system. Oh boy, when Game Boy Color came out, oh my gosh. It was a whole new world. Alright, let's see what we've got here. 22 glacier fish roe. I'm a brat, you can say it. No, I think it's funny. I like that type of humor. Where's my legend roe? There's my legend roe. Mutant carp roe, angler roe, lava eel, super cucumber. Where was the blob fish? Okay, I think most of the rest of this crimson fish. There we go. I think most of the rest of this, it does not matter. So we just go with the big stacks. It just makes my life easier to do the big stacks. For both putting them in and taking them out. Okay. All right. So we are ready. We're ready to make some money. Always tease my brothers with that. They get so annoyed at me, but hey, I'm the youngest, so I'm allowed to. Yes, absolutely. That gives you the right. There can be no argument about this. You have the right. I don't mind either. I was actually the youngest in my family. But we all feel about the same age now. We're far enough along where we all feel pretty much the same age. We were only a couple years apart each, so we were always in very similar life stages. Lady Elena has redeemed a Kiss the Birds. Absolutely. Right this very second. They're just a couple feet to my right, so I will be 5 seconds. Kisses have been delivered. The birds have been kissed. Okay. Let's keep putting this stuff in here. I think we're good to go. Yep, we are not getting through all of our row. So it's going to be very soon that we need to build another shed. We do have an ad break coming up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to position myself down here So I don't forget what we were doing. Nessie has redeemed a fish till we pass out. Hold on. I've got to be on here anyway. So I will... Oh my gosh. 22. Oh my gosh. There is an ad break coming up. For anyone that's not subscribed, please turn down your volume. I know I can be a bit quiet. I know the ads can be a bit loud. I would rather they not blow out your eardrums. You're not going to miss anything. I'm going to take a break too. So go ahead and turn down your volume now. The ads are coming in 10 seconds, and I will see you guys in a couple minutes. See, it works. Started following your channel after Chill said you hold the world record for chillest gamer ever. See, it works. Okay, Shannon got the Wordle. Good job, Shannon. It was a hard one. It was a hard one. I'm just here sipping my tea. This first break is only 15 minutes in. I just don't like the one. I don't know why I don't like doing it at the beginning of the stream to get the pre-rolls off. I just don't. So I do it at 15 minutes. But at 15 minutes, I don't have to get up. Hey, Ginger, what are you doing? Ginger's playing hide and seek. Good at the fibbery. No, even with the chaos, it's still very cozy in there. I'm posting a picture of Ginger. She's trying to play hide and seek in the cage here. Not the best at it. What a cutie. All right. Got a few seconds left on ads. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's not as, I think it's not as chaotic as you think it is. You're still very calm and cozy, even with everything going on. All right, everyone should be back from ads now, I think. So we can get back to it. Yeah, no, actually it's the opposite, Lady Elena. It's, we've now gotten used to daylight savings time switching back. And also, I think the birds have gotten used to my streaming schedule now. I only started streaming 2 months ago. And they don't really adjust to new schedules very well. So I think that was part of Ginger being loud all the time. And then we had daylight savings time, which messed us all up. And now I think we've just kind of settled into the routine of streaming. There's going to be some outbursts for sure, but I think there's just less now. It's more, I'm feeling the chaos. That's possibly it. Yeah, I think that is it. It's still super duper cozy and chill in your stream, regardless of the chaos that's going on. Which it can be a little It can be a little chaotic, that's for sure. Whenever it was 1:50 a.m. and you went for the shipping crate instead of the bed. Magma geodes and moss. I was sitting in my chair going, no, not the shipping crate. Oh man. Alright. Do we have anything interesting? A rice pudding. Gotta pet the pig. You gotta pet the pig. If you're gonna visit the traveling cart, you have to pet the pig. Alright, let's give this dude his iridium bar. 5,000 gold. And then we'll give him a peach as well. And we'll talk to him. And that should get us a decent few hearts. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. You guys get to see me do the daft stuff. If I didn't, then it might be too relaxing. Ginger's green. If you're in the Discord, Ginger's the green one. Well, also on your screen right now. And Fred is the white one. Ginger, the green and yellow, that's just the classic budgie coloring. That's the default budgie coloring. And Fred's an albino. Add drama to relaxing games. 3 magma geodes, 10 moss. I'm not sure that we get anything else from continuing these quests, to be honest, but we're going to see. 3 magma geodes and 10 moss. Because at this point, all we have left to do today is fish until we pass out for legends. Whoops. 3 magma geodes. And 10 moss. Alright, we could do more pathing. We could do more pathing to lay out around the fish ponds, that's for sure. But right now, I just want to get back to that mountain lake and get more legends. I both hate and love cleaning rugs. So much work and I get exhausted, but also so rewarding of the rugs looking like new once it's done. Also, I mean, it's kind of therapeutic to smack the crap out of a rug, isn't it? It's kind of therapeutic to throw a rug over the clothesline and beat the ever-loving snot out of it. Oh, we got a star drop tea. That 100% was worth it. 100%. Yes, that was worth it. Doing great. So I wonder if we get to keep doing that then. I don't think I've ever continued those quests far enough to get a star drop tea. Okay, so now we're just headed up to the lake. That's it. We're just headed up to the lake. Tomorrow we will go ahead and catch all of the other fish. Excuse me. Tomorrow we'll catch all the other fish to actually complete the quest. We do want to complete the quest. We do want to get those queen gems. But also I want to get as many legends as I can. Gotta love a good smack. Love when I scrub them and they smell fresh and nice, yeah. I think I don't know. I guess we might as well catch every fish. It's just, I don't actually know how that works. 358. If I cancel the fish, do I actually use up the bait? This is something that I've never really tried to figure out before. This is not a legend. This is a lingcod. Just to be on the safe side, though, I'll still catch it. It is definitely a lingcod. Again, I should have brought the Dish of the Sea. And I guess it's not too late. We could go back for it. And I actually might go back for it, because it is going to make this go a lot smoother. it is going to be a lot easier to catch them. So we're going to go back for it. We're going to go back, we're going to get our Dish of the Sea, and that way, it's when we do hook the legends, it's just not as stressful. I'm always stressed trying to catch those things. They're so hard. Kind of bait are you using? It's deluxe bait with a cork bobber and a trap bobber. The cork bobber increases the size of the fishing bar, and the trap bobber means that when the fish is outside the fishing bar, we lose less of the progress, which with the legend is pretty important because it spends a lot of time outside of the fishing bar. That's correct, but this is the Queen Quest extended family, so we're catching Legend 2s. I'm just saying Legends, it's the same fish basically. It's worth exactly the same amount of money. Where did I even put them? I put them in the other one? Yeah. And we can catch as many as we want. We caught 7 yesterday, and I'm hoping to catch a few more. By my horrible maths, we should need 28 of them. But I don't really know if that's correct or not, to be honest. So we're just going to, we got our stingray in a pond. We're going to put a couple more of these in ponds. We're going to put a few of these into ponds. And then we're going to get back to the actual list. Because these provide us with a ton of money, but we only need one of them to satisfy our challenge. Welcome back, Mango. Welcome in. How's it growing? Haven't gotten to that quest before. Good to know. Yes. So as a tip, the legend, out of all of the legendary fish, the legend makes by far the most money in a fish pond, by far. So when you do get this quest, when you complete the quest by catching all of the legendary fish, the quest ends. So if you wish to make the most money possible, catch a bunch of legends and then catch the rest. I can catch an infinite number of legends, but once I catch the rest, once I catch the last legendary fish, then the quest is over immediately. So we're going to catch a bunch of these, and then tomorrow, which will be the last day of the quest, we'll go around catching the other ones to finish it. This one, we do need our hoe back from Clint. Got my first legend yesterday after learning about it on your stream. You're welcome. Congratulations. Great job. It is not? Is it not? It is a very hard fish to catch. It is a very hard fish to catch. So good job for sure. Okay, so we're getting our Dish of the Sea, if I can find it. Oh my gosh, there they are. The Star Drop teas should be in there. We might need the Star Drop teas to woo Elliot, which we do need to do. Was a bit tough, but I had a high fishing level, so not too bad. Good. Good. But yes, for the legendary fish, it is nice to have the cork bobber and the trap bobber on. It just lowers the difficulty level a good bit. Makes it a bit more guaranteed to catch. Oh, you know, I didn't even put on the Dish of the Sea. There we go. So now our fishing bar will be even bigger, and things will be even easier. And I think that the fishing level does impact the likelihood that we are catching the right fish, that we're catching the legend. I believe the higher your fishing level is, the higher the chance of hooking the legend is. Could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. I'm wrong about so much every day. This doesn't feel like the legend. This feels like a I'm going to ignore the bubbles because I do believe that we need to be near the log. Curiosity lure helps tremendously. I bet it does. To be fair, I'm not even sure that I have that recipe yet, but I could look. My problem is more with catching it after I hook it. You know what I mean? I'm not as concerned with hooking it in the first place. Yeah, we don't have that one yet. We're not quite there yet. One rug done. Now rest before I do the last one. There you go. You deserve it. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. I especially want the golden fishing chests because they have a chance for golden animal crackers. And I definitely want those golden animal crackers on the Legend 2 ponds to get twice as much roe. That's where all of our money is going to be coming from. I'm actually surprised we haven't had one yet. We got 7 yesterday. Oh, you know what? It might... I can't do that. It would overwrite the Dish of the Sea. It might have to do with luck. I'm not certain about that. Considering this is a fish pond challenge, we've done so much fishing. I never have looked up the actual detailed analysis of how luck affects fishing. I've just been growing with the flow here. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. Alright, either way though, regardless of how many more we catch, we will be doing the other fish tomorrow. I do want to complete the quest. I do want to get those queen gems. We have a lot of stuff that we need to get from his machine, from his little vending machine. So we need to be racking those up. I'll never complain about a golden mystery box. Every golden mystery box, every mystery box is a little bit closer to another magic rock candy. And I always want to have magic rock candy on, if possible, for our Skull Cavern runs. That magic rock candy, you just cannot beat it. You cannot beat it. I'm never upset about spending 3 prismatic shards on a magic rock candy, but if I can get it for mystery boxes instead, that is a huge bonus. That's a huge bonus. And also just being able to get more than one in a week is a huge bonus. So we'll see. I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen one so far this evening. But we'll go ahead and fish till we pass out here. If we get one more, then it was worth it. But yes, with this quest, it doesn't matter what the weather is, it doesn't matter what the season is, it doesn't matter what the time is. If you're fishing in the correct location, there's a chance of catching it. So tomorrow we'll do the rest. The glacier fish, honestly, can be harder than the legend. But the rest of them are much easier. This should be one. Nope, that was a lingcod too. Haven't joined the Discord just yet, but was there ever a majority rules for is cereal soup? The vote was that yes it is. The dissenters were very loud. The no votes were definitely the loudest debaters, but the yes vote was pretty substantial on the poll. I think it basically remains inconclusive. But because the yeses did win the vote, that was the conclusion of the poll. By a significant margin, too. It was a fun debate. It was. This week's, which is still going, is not a debate per se. It was more just a quirky question of the week. And it was, and is, if you could wake up tomorrow with any superpower, there's no restrictions, there's no negative side effects, there's no negative consequences. This is not a trick question. If you could wake up tomorrow with one superpower, what would that superpower be? Nessie, teleporting. We've had that one. Someone else has already said that, and I think multiple people have said that. That's a popular one. That's a popular one. Remy, it's soup. Remy's back. According to the vote, it is. But I do believe that remains inconclusive. I was a yes vote the entire time. But I do believe that debate rages on, as well as the jam or cream first on the scones debate. That debate rages on. I'd like movement to not cause a flare-up as some form of movement without a cost. Right, exactly. We've had that. We've had that one for the exact same reasons, basically. What do I need? I need another cork bobber. And I might as well... No. Okay, I'll wait. We've had teleporting. Mine was to not need sleep to feel rested. I love sleep. Because I need to feel rested. If I didn't need sleep in my life, I could be so productive. I could get so much done if I wasn't always tired and ready for a nap. So that was mine. My superpower would be to not need sleep. Time travel for your superpower. What would you do? What's your reasoning? What would you use it for, do you think? Naps are nice. I know they are, but if I didn't feel tired, if I felt rested without the nap, then I wouldn't need to do it. Right? I could do more gardening instead. I could do more forestry instead. I could do all the things, all of the things, if I didn't need to sleep. And I could feel good. That's more, I think, the point for me. Oh, there was our pass out. Down to 21. How does it keep going higher even though I'm passing out every night? Okay, that was a very average row shed. That was a very average row shed, 65,000. But we should have some ancient fruit wine any day now. Hey, Fred. Oh, and there it is, actually. I'd like to see the future, maybe change my past, but it's always debatable whether or not you can in time travel stories. Well, again, keep in mind for the criteria of this quirky question, there's no negative side effects. I think a lot of us would argue that regardless of how poor the past may have gone, I would still probably not change it, if that makes sense. I have some very awful things in my past as well, and yet I probably wouldn't change them just because that's how I got to where I am today. But for the sake of this question, there are no negative side effects. So we're not talking about we're not talking about paradoxes or anything like that. Oh, today is the Skull Cavern Day. Today's the Skull Cavern Day, which kind of sucks. Because then we don't finish the Queen Quest. I think I'm honestly prepared to not finish the Queen Quest, to be honest with you. I think I'm prepared for that outcome. Sadly, we do have to wait until tomorrow to do the ancient fruit wine. Already can see the future, I got you. Alright, so that's the deal. We're doing a Skull Cavern run today. We do have to go and buy some bombs, or make bombs. Sadly, we did not catch any more Legend 2s there last night. Okay, I'm just trying to get out of here in the best possible time. I don't think I have a lot of coal. No, only enough for 94 bombs, but we might as well build what bombs we can to save us money. Okay, we're good to go. Today's Saturday, so there's nothing special going on today, but we are absolutely doing a good Skull Cavern run today. So we're magic rock candying this. So we are. So we'll go ahead and drop everything we don't need. And we'll get started on this day. We do want to swing by the dwarf. Don't forget my staircases again. God, don't forget my staircases again. So, let's get everything organized here. And I do believe that's everything. We do have our bombs, we do have our staircases, we have our food, our drink, and our buff food. We should be ready to go. We have our warp totem. We're only going to need to buy 100 bombs, so that's good news. And we've already got our morning buffs on to get us there. We'll throw the magic rock candy on as soon as we get in the caverns today. We're going to use 3 magic rock candies today. That is 9 prismatic shards worth of magic rock candy today. We're going to do that, and we may in fact get our 9 prismatic shards back. We're going to try and go super deep. We're going to try and get lots of stuff, and we're going to see how that goes. But we are going to be a little bit late because we have to stop at the dwarf. So we want to reduce that impact as much as possible. Okay. So I'll switch to the warp totem while we're in the menu. That saves us a little bit of time. So we didn't end up too terribly late, right? 6:30 a.m. instead of 6:10 or 6:20. We didn't lose that much time to go to the dwarf. Not bad, not bad. So we're going to just pop in here, immediately pop this magic rock candy. We're trying to do something here. Just make sure there's no shaft, and then just keep it moving. Okay, I'm going to say with magic... Yeah, I was going to say, with magic rock candy on, The only way we did not get a staircase there is because there was a freebie. Oh, nothing. Did I just see one? No, it was just a box. It was just a box. So this is where you see that my gameplay mechanics are absolute crap. This is where you learn how bad of a gamer I actually am. But this is the way that I have found that lets me play the game with the least amount of pain possible. Right? Not physical pain. I'm not in physical pain playing this game. Emotional pain. Of course there was one the whole time. There is no right or wrong way. Yep, that's true. That's very true. Darn you, autocorrect. I think the one on the end gives it more oomph. Whoops. Alright, no shafts yet, which is actually a little interesting. We're going to see one very soon, though. It's a power-up. Quality sprinklers. Boo. I will keep them, though. They could be useful for some of the cooking crops. Oh, a golden mystery box. Love those. Love those. Up, I see the stairs. We just want to go as deep as possible, as quickly as possible. I'm not a big fan of just pounding staircases down. That's not really fun for me. But that would be a winning strategy here, for sure. Absolutely, it is a winning strategy, just pounding staircases down. And to be fair, maybe cheaper, I don't think maybe, definitely cheaper than placing this many bombs. It's just less fun for me, that's all. I'm supposed to be having fun, right? Ooh, nice. 5 gold mystery boxes. Well, that's a quarter of a magic rock candy already. I am surprised we haven't seen a shaft yet, though, given we have this statue of the Dwarf King blessing and we have our magic rock candy on. Our trinket, the magic quiver, we have a perfect magic quiver, so it fires fairly rapidly. It's not the rapid fire quiver, but it is still pretty rapid. It does keep monsters off of us pretty well. It's not perfect. We're still going to get hit sometimes. More farm warp totems. I am going to go a little bit slower than I normally would. Just because we do want the stone here. The stone is actually kind of what we're here for. For our fish ponds, we need tens of thousands of stone. We need 20,000 stone just for the fish ponds. And we also need a bunch of stone to make another big shed's worth of preserve jars. Let me double check there's no shaft up there. The big shed of preserve jars is also a bunch of stone. So I don't want to just be walking away from the stone. The blue cowboy hat, I do want to walk away from that. We don't want that. We did get an ice rod trinket though. we're going to want to re-roll that to reduce the amount of time, the cooldown time. But that is absolutely going to be our trinket of choice. Once we re-roll that so that it's a bit better, that will be the trinket that we use from now on. We are going to want to do the monster eradication goals. This trinket that I'm carrying right now, I see the ladder. It actually prevents us from doing that. Because the arrows block, they push monsters away. They have pushback on them. But the ice rod just freezes them in place, so we can actually kill them a lot more easily. Okay. Aha. That makes more sense now. Every time that happens, we've got so much luck on. We've got ladders and shafts. We should be seeing ladders from almost every bomb we place down. So anytime that happens where I've just placed a bomb down with a lot of stones and there's no ladder, it's an almost immediate, oh, there's definitely a ladder, a free ladder somewhere on this floor. Okay, it is... Oh man, we are actually not doing well. It's 1 p.m. and we're not even to floor 50 right now. This is actually quite disappointing. This was supposed to be a very good Skull Cavern run day. There we go. Finally we found a shaft. Just going to keep it moving. As long as we get a bunch of stone, I'm not going to be upset. We do need to have a cheese. All right. Can you get out of the way? He died right in my way. I couldn't get past him. All right, we have 500 stone right now, which we're kind of on track for that part of things. Okay, we've gotten a lot of farm warp totems. We are kind of on track for that part of things here, as far as the stone is concerned. All I want is about 1,200 stone from each Skull Cavern run. But I don't really want them to be negative, you know, to be an income drain. I do want them to be profitable. So I am a little upset at how slowly this is going. Floor 75 at 3 p.m. is not good. Okay, red slime egg. That's worth a few thousand gold. 2,500. We will get, you know, no matter what, we're going to get down to floor 150 or so. I was just really hoping to be a bit deeper earlier, so that we could get more, prismatic shards out of this run. I'm spending magic rock candy here. There we go. The prismatic shards have to come from the iridium nodes or from treasure floors. And we don't really start seeing consistent iridium nodes until more like floor 150. Okay, we've got our magic rock candy is running out, so we'll have another one. And we are coming up on floor 100, which will be a guaranteed treasure floor. I think we actually are fairly close with the serpents as far as the monster eradication goals are concerned. We've been doing pretty well with that. There's floor 100. We got an auto grabber, not the finish to that word that I was looking for. Alright, we'll go this way. We'll just pick a direction and go. There's a prismatic shard. Just need 8 more. Still getting crabs instead of iridium. We're just going to keep moving. We're just going to keep moving. I might just staircase right here. I don't want to be doing spiral floors right now. There we go. This is actually interesting. Usually the ladders and shafts buff, we see a lot more shafts than this. Actually, I am going to stay here for just a second. Ah, good. That was going to be a bit complicated. There's a shaft in the corner. Okay. All right. One nice thing with the magic rock candy is the amount of defense it gives. We don't take a lot of damage. Whoa, that's 4 shafts from 1 bomb. That's interesting. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. Okay, I see the stairs, but I'm going to wait for this one. Okay. Our buffs are still good. Just going to keep moving. We're at 139 right now. Once we get past 150, we should at some point find a floor that is very rich in iridium. This one is not bad. I'm going to wait a second before I go down the stairs. There we go. The full 15 levels. All right. We are going to have to end up eating some cheese here. I've noticed that when I had iridium luck, good chance of finding shaft stairs, I still had a hard time getting it. Though, I don't know if that's a glitch or something, but I only managed to get to 115 that day because wind is slow to get down. Yeah. As I've said, there is... I'm going to keep this seafoam pudding. We might want that. It is a sliding scale. It's not just a 5-tier. Iridium luck on the TV just means it's somewhere between 80 and 100. So when you have a day like that, it's probably that you had exactly like an 80 or an 81 luck day. like this. Like I've got that ladders and shafts buff. I should probably be finding more. The longer we go, the more the statistics start to work out, the larger the sample size you have. So the longer we stay in here, the more normalized it should become. We were obviously having some just bad luck at the beginning that had nothing to do with actual game, with actual gameplay, with actual RNG. But the larger the sample size, the closer to the actual we should become. Oh, there's another prismatic shard. Okay, it's 8 p.m. We're at 166. Nice. Okay. See, we've started picking up. The early pace was very slow, but we've started picking up the pace. We've gotten more shafts. We even had that 115 floor shaft. And all it takes is one of those to absolutely... Oh, there's a ladder. All it takes is one 15 floor shaft to 100% change the average. Orange sapling. We're not going to be growing oranges. Okay. I am going to keep the sprinklers just in case. Just in case. Oh, look at that. We are going to end up needing more bombs. Oh, I thought I had seen a shaft there. Oh well. There's another prismatic shard. I always end up saluting with the sword instead of doing the thing I'm trying to do. Alright, looks like we're just running for this one. I will take my free coal before we go, though. Alright, and really all we want is to just keep going. There's nothing special. Okay, there is a ladder, but I'm going to wait for this. Hate that long hallway one, right? If there's a nice group of stones at the beginning, then I'll wait there to see if I get a ladder, like this right here. And with enough luck, I can, usually. But then if you don't, you gotta run the whole way. Oh, there's a shaft right there anyway. Okay, so it is 10 p.m. We are at floor 193. I do want to start collecting when we... Okay, I see a staircase. Still takes 3 hits, even with powerful. I do want to start looking for good floors. Always bomb the start if there's stone, but normally have to run, yeah. Okay, I ran out of coffee. Hey, 10 bombs. Nice. Okay, that's strangely empty of stones here. Seafoam pudding, nice. I kind of don't want the shaft. I kind of don't want the shaft right now. I kind of want a ladder so that we can get into floor 200 with the 2 treasure chests. You cannot shaft past floor 100, but you absolutely can shaft past floor 200 and floor 300. Okay, we don't need... Well, We might want those later. We might. It's possible. The radish seeds I actually kind of do want. We probably will want that. Okay. Alright, and it's 11 p.m. and we are past floor 200, so things are going actually pretty normally. Didn't know you could shaft past 2. Yes, so if you're at 199 and you see a shaft, unless you're trying to just go for a depth record, then actually you want a ladder instead. Because if you get a shaft and it takes you 2 floors, it'll take you to floor 201 and you'll miss the treasure chests. So you gotta be careful, and it really sucks when you're at like floor 290 and you take a shaft. Yeah, did you hear? You heard the tags shaking. Yep, he got up. So it was funny. Yeah, it's really painful when you are at like floor 290 and you jump in a shaft and it takes you the full 15. So his new routine last time, it was just 3 meals a day, and in the evening he got treats with the meal. But I guess the vet told him that he needed some better dental care. So now that after lunch, he gets a chewable dental bone, and every day. So after lunch every day he gets a chewable dental bone, and I gave it to him, and he immediately started trying to find corners in the house to hide it. So that's probably what he's doing now, is going to dig it back out from behind the bookshelf. So far you managed to stop at 200. Yes, it can be a little stressful, honestly. But yeah, I mean, he just came here, a couple hours ago. He's going to do some exploring today. He's going to sniff around in the house. He was here last year. I mean, it was about a month ago, 3 to 4 weeks ago. Must have been a squirrel in a past life. Yeah, I mean, immediately started looking for places to hide it. And when I caught him doing it, when he saw that I saw him doing it, he immediately abandoned it and just acted like there was nothing going on. He started faking that he wasn't that interested in it. But as soon as I turned my back, he snatched it up off the floor and started looking for another place to hide it. He's a very cute little dog. And he's a real joy to have around. He's not a misbehaved dog. He's a very well-behaved little dog. He's an absolute joy, and I will always say yes when they ask. Old dogs used to hide their favorite toys, yeah. I don't know if it's just age, because I know, oh, we got a golden animal cracker. Hey, Ginger. I mean, I've known him for years, right? I've known this dog for years, and he's always been very territorial with his toys. Ember, welcome in. How's it growing? And he treats rodents as toys. So when he does find a rodent, which he's actually pretty good at, he's a miniature poodle, and he's quite a good mouser. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Hey. When he does catch a mouse, he gets very territorial about it. You cannot. This is the one time in his life that he will growl and he will nip at you if you try to take his mouse away. Trying to rest up. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. We're talking about this little puppy that I've got for a week again. They should be back on Saturday to come get him. Let's see, what do I even feel comfortable getting rid of? I guess the topaz and the aquamarine and the emerald and the amethyst, the stuff that I'm just not going to use. He's an absolute pleasure, but he can get a little territorial about the toys. Okay, and we do have, it's 1 a.m. We do have a good 1,200 stone plus. A basilisk paw. I think we sell that, right? I don't think anyone uses those. You are immune to debuffs. Oh, I don't know. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. It's kind of like a slime charmer ring almost. Little disappointed with the only three prismatic shards. 400 or more. I was really hoping for a bigger run today. That was our last bomb. I'll just make 25. Wish there was a serpent charmer ring. No kidding. The serpents and the bats. That's the worst part. I mean, it's 1:40 a.m. I'm not going to use another magic rock candy just for the last 10 minutes here. There we go. I didn't bring the spicy eel because we weren't really going to need it. So that was, again, a very average, Skull Cavern run. I was really hoping for something better out of that one. And today we have a lot of catching up to do, but we get a lot of money today. Greenhouse is ready. So we'll wait to do the greenhouse and Ginger Island farm. I should have each of these, right? So I've already got a spot for them. Come on, pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. What was the luck today? Neutral. Alright, cool. Cool. And Robin should probably be done. So we got, 1,200 stone, about 300 gold, 250 copper. It was about 300 iron, and 400 iridium. We did get a golden animal cracker. We did get a couple of trinkets. So it wasn't a huge loss. It just wasn't a huge gain either. It was a very average run. So we'll put these things away. Do I have seafoam pudding already? Whoops. Oh, come on. The one next to it. I do. Okay. Cool. Sadly, the extended family quest is already gone. Uh-huh. What, okay, I don't know what just happened there. I don't think you got censored. Apologies if you replied to me. Busy making that clip. I thought your whistling was absolutely beautiful. Aw, thank you. Oh, is that what the stars are? Was that supposed to be the link to the clip? I have links disabled in chat, so that's probably what that is. But if you post that to my clips channel in the Discord, that would be wonderful. Thank you, and thank you for the compliment. We do have an ad break coming up. If you are not currently subscribed, please turn your volume down. I know I can be a bit quiet. I know the ads can be a bit loud. I would hate them to come in hot and blow out your eardrums. You're not going to miss anything. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to refill my tea. I'm going to stretch my legs. I'm going to pet this dog. So if you are not currently subscribed, go ahead and turn your volume down now. The ads are coming in 10 seconds, and I will see you guys in a couple minutes. Oh, I've just realized that K-Dude is in fact subscribed. So K-Dude is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, K-Dude. We love you. We've got just a few seconds left before the ads are over. Okay, looks like everyone should be back from the ads, so we can get going. Our host should be ready. We do need to get Robin back to work. I guess I don't have any. I'm getting rid of those sprinklers. Get growing. It's time to get growing. Yes, Nessie. Thank you. Thank you for that correction. That much needed correction of my grammar. That was horrible grammar. We need to get growing. Oh boy. You know what? I don't need these coffee beans anymore, do I? I can just keep one. The auto grabber, however, can go away. We don't need that. Alright, almost done recovering from passing out in the skull caverns. There we go. There we go. That should be it. Oh, right. We need to get our hoe, which should be finished. Okay. Should be finished. So we'll do our morning routine. We'll get Robin started. And then we'll recover our hoe and head on over to Ginger Island, where we should also have ancient fruit ready to harvest, I think. And here at the farm, we should be able to put a legend 2 in a pond. Mooshake and Moolity have been petted. Tumnus has been petted. Alan and Alan have been petted. Let me just make sure I did turn that off. Yes, okay. Correct grammar is hard. Growin', grown, grower, grow, all good grammar choices. Not work, though. Okay, there we go. Everybody get petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Don't eat the egg. Hen Solo has been petted. Sir Exalot has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Nugget has been petted. And Ribbits has been petted. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. There we go. Okay. We're moving. We've got ancient fruit ready in the greenhouse. We've got wine ready in the house. Everything's ready right now. Everything's ready right now. Okay, you cannot scythe the trees, which does make sense, in fact. I like that. Someone trying to scythe an apple tree to get the apples out would definitely be in for a rude awakening. We got all that. I'll just put the ancient fruit away for now. As per usual, I end up falling asleep during your break. Aw. Well, you're back in now, so you can fall asleep anytime you want. I'm glad you got some rest, though. Well deserved and much needed. Alright, we did a Skull Caverns run. It turned out to be very average. Very average indeed. I think we made it to like floor 220, and we came back with 400 iridium and 3 prismatic shards, so nothing to write home about. Three driftwood for the red snappers. Okay, and we do have a pond here, which we're going to put a legend 2 in with a golden animal cracker. We're just looking for money from that. And then we need to get back up to Robin. Legend 2 and a sign and a golden animal cracker. We'll do a few of these before we get back to... Oh, I can't go across there. I really hate that. There we go. Okay, and I can cross Legend 2 off the list. We're going to do more of those, but it can be crossed off the list now. Whoops. I am so sorry. I think I just smacked the microphone with the pen. Alright, so we need 3 driftwood for that fish quest. And then we'll head up to Robin's. We've got a lot to do today. Okay, we are doing well with the stone though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 stacks of stone. So we only really need 5 more stacks of stone. For the fish ponds at least, which is 5 more skull cavern runs. We absolutely will have that. We absolutely will have that. We're keeping up with that pretty well. And it looks like we will continue to keep up with that pretty well. And we're about to set in our largest ancient fruit wine harvest yet. So we should have the return scepter in about a week. And also, if we do decide that it's time to do relationships immediately and post haste, the movie theater has been done for a while. We just haven't done anything about it. Okay, so we are up to 53. 53 fish ponds. There we go. Alright. Want that return scepter, right? It's just so wonderful. It's like the best 2 million gold you've ever spent. I have no complaints about 2 million gold for that return scepter. It is well worth every penny. We'll go ahead, we'll make whatever, did we not? No, we did. Okay, they do have the tappers on them. We'll make whatever kegs we can before filling them so that we can have an even bigger harvest of wine. I do want to head over to Ginger Island to harvest the ancient fruit from there, which I believe should be ripe. Let's see. So we would need, iron bars. I need to make some iron bars then. Final rug done. Poor body's hurting so much, so relieved it's done and over with. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Millie. Good job. But if your body's hurting so much now, you're going to be out of it for days. We can only make 24 kegs, which is not a ton more, but it's not bad. Yeah, but worth it. Okay. All right. If you feel that way, then that is exactly how it is. Just remember to rest. And take care of yourself. All right. So I think here is where we do this. And then we just do this. Okay, that seems like it's about as good as I can have it. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna fix that because that's just gonna bug me. There we go. That's just gonna bug me. Alright, now we head over to Ginger Island. How much is this? 330,000 gold. That gets us much closer. Much closer. Harvey picked us up. Linus also picked us up. And the festival's ice, that might be today. I don't think so. We would have seen the notification. So that must be tomorrow then. I'm not really concerned about the Festival of Ice. I do want to get over to Ginger Island. I do want to pick up our hoe from Clint. But I feel like Ginger Island is way more important. Don't always have good days like this where I can use my energy for deep cleans, so whenever I get it, need to take the opportunity, get things done with my chronic illness. So limited to things I can do, so yes, I will be in pain for a few days, mostly. But now I won't need to worry about the rugs not being clean. Hey, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so now we need copper. But I only have 22 coal. So we do need to... Yes, definitely good job. We do need to stop by Clint's and buy more coal, sadly. So let's do that on our way to Ginger Island, and then we'll come back and we'll feed all of those kegs with ancient fruit. Nice. Alright, all of our tools are fully upgraded. We can stop worrying about that now. We will put an enchantment on the hoe. I'm not sure that it really matters much. These last couple enchantments aren't really that big of a deal. And then we want to start saving up for our Crusader enchant cycle. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We do have those star drop teas. We can get that done very soon. It was very satisfying to see the dirt. Jesus Christ, the cat fluff. Can make 6 whole new cats from the shed fluff, yeah. I know the feeling, not from cats, but I had a dog that had long hair, and whenever we would do a grooming, it was like there was an entire dog on the floor. There we go. And we'll have pineapples as well for anything that, for any kegs that don't get filled with the ancient fruit, which I think they should. Yep. Nope, it is absolutely an impossible task. And they love watching you try. Alright, so we do have the taro root for the fish quest. And we do have our hoe with us, so we need to harvest ginger while we're here. Because that is our island ingredients quest for winter, is harvesting ginger. Okay, so that's all done. So we will go ahead and harvest what ginger we can find, which does not look like it is on the same schedule as Stardew Valley, as Pelican Town. Bought a new pair of black pants. Oh no, didn't even get to take it out of the bag. There was already cat hair. It's like, how? Inside the bag. Inside the bag. That is nuts. We just need the skeletal rib, the prehistoric rib. Oh, look at all these. Oh, there's a panning spot. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go. Need to eat this. It's magic, right? So his white fur shows up on the dark stuff and his black fur shows up. You can't win. Oh no. I'm still gonna hit these. I know I can't, I'm not picking anything up, but I'm still gonna hit them to see if the correct artifact comes popping out. And we might just throw some stuff away. Definitely not the ginger. This can be thrown away though. Okay. Cat hairs like glitter. That is an amazing comparison. Yes, absolutely. Okay, okay, it was a mystery box. Oh, I'll just do these couple taro roots. Okay. Alright. Is there any ginger here? No. Any ginger here? Yes. Especially this time of year with the molting. Is that a thing? Springtime losing their winter coat? If so, I can imagine. Yeah, it is. Ginger here. Thank you. Thank you for pointing out where I can find it. Okay, so now we make wine. And I've got taro root for this fish quest. There we go. Nope, not that one. This one. Norwegian forest cat will look like he lost weight. Yeah. Yeah, they're all fluff. Okay. Alright, now I guess I'm throwing the taro root in here. Did I get rid of all my ginger, or is it in the other bin? It's in the other bin. I'm gonna put it in the correct bin. Where's that core keeper storage when you need it, right? Just hit one button. Just hit one button and everything just flies to the proper place. Alright, so we just need to make what kegs we can. Make what kegs we can. One. Oh, I only have one more oak resin. Okay. And then go ahead and grab all of those. And I think we should not overflow the kegs right now. 222. Yeah. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, the core keeper storage quality of life would be very nice. We are about to make 220 couple ancient fruit wines here. So when this is done, it's going to be a lot of money. So pretty much our money problems are done. Our cash crunch is over. We have solved it. With our indoor, our house winery, with our frat house bachelor pad, we will have a spouse soon enough in springtime, but for now, it's still a bachelor pad. Question, can you put solar panels in the desert? Absolutely yes, that is where you put them. That is where you put them. It's the perfect place. When the desert festival goes on, it's a different map, so your solar panels are not touched. No one ever walks around in the desert. Shadow, yes, unless you are chill and you accidentally put down a bunch of bombs and blow them up, then they're perfectly safe. As long as you're not me, your solar panels are safe in the desert. Lady Elena, we're going to be going for Elliot here. Only because we're going for perfection and we need that star drop. And Elliot is the only one that best fits this challenge. Because he loves lobster and squid ink and crab cakes and tomka soup, which has shrimp in it. Have bombed my farm 6 times. We do not talk about it. Right. Okay, so it's not just me. But yes, we did not decide to... It was going to be a bachelor run. But when it started sinking in how long the fish pond challenge was going to take, we decided that perfection would be a side quest here. And so we're getting the spouse. Oh, no worries, Lady Elena. I still learn things from other people's Stardew Valley streams. There's just so many different ways to play the game. Thank God you can just leave the game without saving and it's not ruined when you get back. I am a learning machine. Yes. Yeah, Millie, I'm just not like that. I'm not built like that, right? Like if I screw up and it was 100% my screw up, I just leave it. I just leave it and I can laugh at it for months later. Like if it would have been something stupid like I accidentally sold the legend or something like that, I probably would have reset the day. Because that would have bricked the whole challenge if I would have sold a legendary fish. But other than something like that, honestly, I'm just going to let it happen and laugh at myself for being an idiot. All right. I think we've done everything. I bomb my ancient fruit. Will not let that slide. Okay. Fair point. Fair point. Oh, Shadow, I chopped so many ancient fruit with the axe when we were doing the market farm challenge. I chopped so many ancient fruit with the axe. I don't even remember how many. Dozens and dozens of ancient fruit I accidentally chopped out. But I think we can just fish until we pass out here now. This is not ready to go. So I think we just fish until we pass out here on the farm, stock up some seaweed. The nice thing about those Legend 2 ponds is that because they're a legendary fish, they don't have to grow. They're at max capacity with one fish in them. So with a golden animal cracker, they are immediately at full production. There is no waiting period. So that's a really nice benefit. Does the ginger grow every day randomly? 100 is a lot. They only get in a few places. Exactly. We're going to have to really check on it. And really, we should be checking on it every day. Yeah. That one Skull Cavern run really threw a wrench in the works, didn't it? Because now I have to really try to get that quest done. We do have the whole month. We do have the whole month to do it. So I think we should be able to get it. You know, we'll have a couple lucky days where we get like 15 ginger in one day. So we should be able to get it. My problem is we're going to get all that ginger and then we have to ship it. I don't want to ship it. I want to keep it. I would have much preferred it be taro root or pineapple, but we got the ginger one, so that's the one we're doing. The funny part is we don't actually need the solar panels here. because we already have our crystallarium needs taken care of, and we definitely don't need more iridium sprinklers. So we just need to build the solar panel for the crafting. That's it. We don't actually need the solar panel. It's annoying though because ginger is not the same as taro and pineapple, right? With taro and pineapple, we can use seed makers and just grow more. Ginger is, it is what it is. There's no way to replicate that. So, you know, if we fail, we fail, but still, I would rather get it completed. It's just that selling 100 ginger feels bad, you know? Because that's 33 ginger ales. That's a lot. That's a lot of luck that I'm just throwing away. Alright, so basically by next week this time we should have enough gold for the return scepter. We will get one more, we'll get a much bigger wine harvest than that, and we'll also have at least one more row shed day. Okay. So we want a normal morning, and then we will head over to Ginger Island and dig up ginger and do the dig site. We're still looking for a couple bones. Really just one. The ones for the archaeology office don't actually matter that much right now. We do want to finish them, but they don't matter that much right now. We do want to start dropping one of everything in the shipping bin just to get this thing taken care of. We need that skeletal rib, which can come from the dig site. And then we need this golden tablet, which can come from artifact troves. So we should have all of this stuff taken care of. So we want to start doing the cooking, and we want to start doing the crafting. To finish the cooking, we are going to need to finish befriending everyone. This whole thing, you know, it's layers on layers on layers. So we just need to do a little bit of everything. All right. We just need to put in the work every day. Good morning, animals. Mooshake and Moolity have been petted. Tumnus has been petted, and Alan have been petted. How can you tell what you have and have not crafted? So for the things that you already know the recipes for, all you have to do is come in here and turn on show advanced crafting information, and then that tells you I've crafted one of that, okay? 222 of that. But for the recipes that you haven't learned yet, you can't know, which is why I was saying earlier about there's I believe it's stardew.info, and you can upload your save file to that, and it will tell you absolutely everything that you still need to find. And since we are going for perfection, I very likely will be doing that, because without that to tell me what recipes I have to buy from who, or from what friendships, or from what circumstances, I don't know that I would be able to get perfection. Lizard has been petted. Excuse me, I made a misclick there. Ribbits has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. I know they're not both Hen Solo. Sir Exilot has been petted, and Reptar has been petted. Yeah, it's not on by default. I don't know why it's not on by default. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. It's basically required. So I don't know why it's not on by default, honestly. I think I'm going to take half of all of these piles of things. and go ahead and sell those. Because that should be a decent little bit of money. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Good, good, good. Eventually those pomegranates will be done, and we'll be able to start using those instead of the peaches. Very soon. It should be very soon. Oh, and it is row shed day. So we'll see. I believe there was a decent bit of something when we put those in there. Maybe it was a decent bit of legend row. I can't remember. 2 clams for the anchovies. 10 insect meat, 10 bug meat for the bullheads. 2 clams, 10 bug meat. Oh, that's right. Today is the Ice Fest. 2 clams, 10 bug meat, 1 iridium. So that means Robin is getting a second day off. Okay, everyone? Robin is getting a second day off. We can't feel bad for her anymore. She's going to get 3 days off this week. So I think we're good. I think we're good. 2 clams, 10 bug meat, and 1 iridium ore. I don't want to be near that obelisk and accidentally click on it. Alright. Another chicken statue. Look, we have plenty of chicken statues. Okay. So let's go ahead and do the shed, I think. No, only 4-age legend row. Okay. So we might get 100,000 from this shed. I think we'd be lucky to get 100,000 from this shed. But it will be enough. We will, the next wine harvest, we will definitely get our, you know what, I'll sell the geode. I'm not sure if we needed to ship that or not, but I'll do it. The next wine day, we will definitely get our return scepter. It would be cool if you could give the chicken statue to Leah. She gives you more of the placeable ones. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is a little annoying, isn't it? We keep digging up chicken statues, but we can't actually put the statue down. I remember getting excited about digging up a chicken statue and then realizing that there's nothing you can do with it. It's not the right chicken statue. Blobfish. Mutant carp. Oh no, we have no legend row this time. Super cucumber, crimson fish. Spookfish. Glacier fish. Okay, this next one is not going to be that great. Oh well. All good. Either way, it's still money. The wine is now actually going to be most of our income. I kind of expected the fish to keep pace with it, so that is a little bit of a surprise. But it's not that much of a surprise. Obviously, no matter what our strategy is, if we are allowing ancient fruit wine, eventually the ancient fruit wine will be the majority of the income. I'm just surprised that it came before the end of year 2, that's all. Might keep pace once you have more legend. It's a fair point, but I don't think so. I think the ancient fruit wine is now and will continue to be the main income from here on out. I just didn't expect it to happen so soon. We got so lucky with the ancient fruit seed drops in this run. I've gotten at least 14 ancient seeds just randomly. Last, in the actual ancient fruit market farmer challenge, we found one ancient fruit artifact. Ancient fruit seed artifact. Here we found at least 14 within the first 2 years. So I already have, a whole greenhouse and a whole section of Ginger Island already full. I guess to be fair, in the last challenge, I did find them from the pineapples, putting them in the seed makers early in year 2. So we already did have a bunch by now as well. It was just that in this one they were handed to me on a silver platter, and the other one we had to work for them. Alright, so to Ginger Island we go. Can we go to Ginger Island? Willie's shop is going to be locked. Even if we had the key to the town, which we don't. So we cannot go to Ginger Island today. And I don't have any interest in taking part in the Ice Fest. So, if we can't go to Ginger Island, and I'm not taking part in the Ice Fest, I think we're back to iron farming. It's like the game knew you did a farmer's challenge, right? I think we're back to iron farming. Also, I do want to roll this ice wand. What I'm looking for, you should though, right? It's a fishing game. What I'm looking for is for the item cooldown to be equal to or less than the freezing length. I'd rather that it fire, more quickly, but I'm really looking for those two things to be pretty equal. 3.4 seconds, freezing for 3.9 seconds. So that's what we were looking for. It is a pretty slow firing, but once it hits something, it will be perma-frozen. It'll never be allowed out of the ice. So we can fight the serpents and the bats and the pepperexes all at our own will, and the magma sprites. So I think we're actually going to go do iron farming. It has been a very long time since we've done it. But I think that is what we want to do. I had to take a second. It's been a while. We're just going to keep rinsing and repeating floor 40. I do want to step out to the Adventurers Guild just to check on the completion of the monster eradication goals. Really just to see how many serpents we've killed. I think that's really the only thing that I don't already know, is just how many serpents have we killed. Obviously we've killed 0 or 1 mummies, 0 or 1 pepper rexes, but I also want to see the magma sprites. We should be moving along on those. I have been killing them. Oh, festival day. Even Marlin's shop is closed. Kinda have to kill the sprites, they're annoying. Right, exactly. It's not really by choice that I've been killing them. It was because they're going to kill me. Same with the serpents, though. I haven't been doing it on purpose. I was really wanting to wait until we have the Infinity Blade upgraded with Crusader before I bother with the Skull Caverns monster eradication. The magma sprites are just going to happen because we're actually farming for dragon teeth and cinder shards. So that's going to happen. I can only ignore them for so long before I'm dead. Sad to kill the dust sprites. Reminder Totoro. Spirited Away for me. Yes, Spirited Away for me. That, honestly, that movie was a bit traumatizing. Some of those Studio Ghibli movies, kind of traumatizing. I remember watching Grave of the Fireflies, and I was not aware that it was going to be so serious. Yes, traumatized from Spirited Away, absolutely. It was a really good movie. It was a really well done movie. Definitely traumatizing. Yeah. Darn you, autocorrect. I feel like I'm slowly but surely losing my voice from talking so much. I've not talked this much in my entire life, as much as I have in the last 2 months. Watched it as a little kid. Oh. Oof. Thankfully, I didn't even see it until I was a bit older. Hey, Ginger. Yikes. Yeah, thankfully I was a teenager by the time I saw it. But, you know, as if your parents hadn't watched it first, they would never have known. It's the case if I was around my aunt's, she put it on, saw a cartoon looking thing, let me go. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If they hadn't watched it themselves, it looks like it should be appropriate for children. Just like the Grave of the Fireflies is another one of their movies about post-World War II Japan. And it is, it's devastating. It's absolutely devastating. It's about a pair of siblings, a pair of homeless siblings, who lost their entire family and homes in the nuclear bombs. So we're going to move on. Kiss the birds. Thank you. Thank you. I will get that right now. And every redeem this week comes with a free pet the dog. So the birds have been kissed, the kisses have been delivered, and the dog has been petted. Yep, bonus. No, cried so much to that movie, right? It's way too like it looks like a cartoon. They need some warning labels on that. Exactly. It looks like a cartoon. It's in the Studio Ghibli collection, like along with Totoro. And it's ridiculously serious. Kiki's Delivery Service and My Neighbor Totoro. Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely went through, I mean, you know, Akira was my generation. So if you have not yet seen Akira, actually, I will put that in the Discord. Because it basically began this entire genre. Let's see, movie suggestions. There we go. If you've not yet seen it, it's an amazing anime, and it did begin an entire genre of film production. Totally not obsessed with Totoro. I saw the picture of your walker. Yes. No iron here. Alright, I think we go back and fish until we pass out at home. We have fishing at home. These two are my favorite too, Shadow O and Cat Returns. Totoro is so cute. Just pulling out of nowhere. Darn you, autocorrect. Oh, that's a good one, though. That's a good one. Uh-oh. I've disconnected from chat. Huh. That's strange. Alright, it's reconnected, but that was a good couple seconds. Yes, Millie, yes. Yes, everyone, yes. We can leave that alone, though, I think. I think we can leave that alone. We did do everything we need to do here, right? We filled all the kegs. We did the row shed. Listening whilst playing Stardew? Yes. Is this the one that you're going for perfection on? The one you're playing? Yes, we did the shed. Alright, now we can fish until we pass out. Yes, when I was a teenager, Akira and Seven Samurai. And a little bit later, Zatoichi the Blind Swordsman. All very, very good Japanese films. And Seven Samurai also spawned quite a few takeoff movies. Glad I don't poo out of nowhere often. That would be embarrassing. Yes. Yes. Thankfully not. Thankfully not. Count your blessings. just pooing out of nowhere. You have great taste. That was a fantastic autocorrect. Fishing tackle wore out. Oh, I forgot we were using that. We need to get our treasure hunters back. I want to dig myself a hole right now. We need to get our treasure hunters back. It was just autocorrect, Shadow. We're, I mean, kind of certain that you didn't intend to put that there, right? Next time I surprise drop it, I'm going to say I'm pooing in capitals. Oh my god. Just pooing in. Oh no. Yes, she does streak every chance she gets. Oh no. Now she's streaking while pooing. Bad combination. Bad combination. Oh my goodness. We've got a absolutely wild day today. The sky has been angry. We've had storms blowing through. We've had rain on and off. It's been sunny in between the rainstorms. And all the while, it gets colder and colder and colder. It was 83, 84 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday. And it's going to be below freezing tonight. So all day long, even though the sun is out sometimes, it's just been a couple degrees colder every hour. Just one of those crazy days. Instead of hello Nessie, it would go quite and lots of side-eye emojis instead. Yep. That's quite the entrance. It's quite the entrance. All right, so we're just really hoping for we're just hoping for seaweed here, honestly. The fish that we catch, oh, there's a panning spot. The fish that we catch is never going to amount to much. We're just hoping for stacks of seaweed while we fish at home. Ooh, that was not bad. I'm still waiting for that moment where the lucky ring comes up. Quite an impression too. Good for the farm. Oh, Nessie is just not letting this one go. She has captured it, and she is running with it. Whoops. Alright, we do have an ad break coming up in a little bit. I think I might be able to finish this day. It's coming up in 1 minute. So yeah, we'll finish this day and then we'll have the ad break. There we go. There's our pass out. Just as a comedy I was enjoying. The vision was made. It was stuck in your head, huh? Alright, that was a decent row shed day. Alright, but we do indeed have an ad break coming. I am so sorry. Anyone that is not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. I know I can be a bit quiet. I know the ads can be a bit loud. I would hate for them to come in hot and blow out your eardrums. You are not going to miss anything. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to refill my tea, stretch my legs, pet this dog. So if you are not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. The ads are coming in 10 seconds. And I will see you guys in a few minutes. Hey, Sinner. Welcome in, welcome in. Yep, you've got a half an hour left. How's it growing? We're just puttering away on ImPondsible Farm here, slowly grinding it out, working on some perfection goals, not doing much of anything. Alright, looks like we should all be back from ads, so we can get back to it. How's it growing, Sinner? The Mondayest of Mondays. Oh boy. That is not a glowing review. Well, I am sorry. And I hope the rest of your day can go a little bit better. Can't wait to be out of here, get home dynamic, possibly try out a new game. Uh-huh. You did. You said you had a whole list. Hey, Fred. Fred is talking to her shadow. She has faced the wall. She's speaking away from everyone. Wander Stop Tea Shop. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I want some of that. I want to see that. Harvey picked us up. Okay. And, you know, we might as well throw that in. One of those, one of those, one of those. One of those, one of those, one of those, one of those. Let her talk to her imaginary friend. Exactly. Her shadow. We've got to start just throwing stuff in the bin, right? Like, we haven't been doing this shipping. We've been hoarding everything. So we have to start throwing in one of everything now. Because we haven't been doing this at all. Oh, you know what? We are going to need a white chicken. We are going to need one white chicken. Supposed to be a cozy game that feels like the book Legends and Lattes. I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. Alright, Mooshake and Moolity have been petted. Tumnus has been petted. Alan and Alan have been petted. Okay. Sharptooth has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Sir Exalot has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. And Lizard has been petted. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. How many animals? I mean, I guess it would be easier to do this, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4 chickens. 1, 2, 3, 4 dinosaurs. A duck. And a rabbit. So that's 10 in the coop. And we do need to go get a white chicken. And then just 5 in the barn. Not that many. Not that many. Dinosaurs, yep. Yep. That's what we've been petting all this time. Nugget and Reptar and Lizard and Sharptooth. Oh my gosh, we need to bring the pike to Sandfish. This parcel's 30 minutes late now. Oh no. Waited 3 days since they told me the first set of times. Yep. I don't think I have any sandfish. I think we have to go to the desert and catch 3 sandfish. This mug better be worth the wait. Most of the time I have to listen, not really watch because work and sneaking. Got you, got you, got you. Yes, we have 4 dinosaurs. Millie, I am 100% waiting until after we get our return scepter. Those turtles are not cheap. Those turtles are not cheap. So I am waiting until after the return scepter to get the first turtle. But we will be getting the turtles, yes. Just assume they were typical farm animals. Nope, they're dinosaurs. In Stardew Valley, a dino egg is an artifact. So you can turn it into the museum, but if you happen to just put one in an incubator, it will hatch. And interestingly enough, they are not nice baby dinos, absolutely. Hey Fred. Hey Fred. Interestingly enough, chickens are still more profitable in total profit. Dino is totally normal on farms, yes. Gold ore, 10 bug meat, 3 gold ore, 10 bug meat, 3 coral, 3 gold ore, 10 bug meat, 3 coral. But yes, the dinos, they're supposed to be really profitable. They only give 1 egg a week, and each egg is more expensive than anything. But the chickens are still the best. 3 coral. I mean, I have an owl bunny hybrid on my farm, so I should have known. Fair point, fair point. Alright, these guys wanted the gold ore. Thanks for the gold ore, you're welcome. This bug meat looks pretty nice. Wow, thanks for the coral. You are welcome. Alright, our fish quests are chugging along. We're doing well. Okay, we still have the island ingredients. We do need to get over there. And I think that's what we do today. We get over there, and we probably go ahead into the volcano dungeon again today. Start to save up. Also, we need to get our new queen quest. Oh, what was this? Oh, that's right, 2 sandfish. I'm not doing that. We're going to Ginger Island right now. We need to get our new queen quest. Will all ponds have golden crackers or just the legendary? I would like all ponds to have the golden animal crackers, but I don't think I'm requiring it. I think that would be a nice side quest, but I don't think I'm requiring it for completion. Obviously, I will be focusing on the legendaries first, just for profitability. And the stingray pond already has... What the... There was an ancient fruit just laying on the ground there the entire time. I will be focusing on the legendaries for profitability. I may or may not have talked about it before, honestly. I obviously would prefer if they all had a golden animal cracker, but I don't think I'm going to hold up the challenge if they don't. 'Twas a rain-drenched day, and upon a lonely rock a beautiful maiden saw I. Tales I'd heard of seaboard maidens singing siren songs, yet nary a note she could muster. The next morning I spied an arrangement of stone upon the foamy bank. Aye, stones as big as 1s, and stones as big as 5s were they. If but this harried sea dog a tune could howl, perhaps to Black Gull's treasure would she lead. We yap so much here it's hard to keep up, remember? Yeah, we probably did talk about it at some point, but it's no problem. Oh, nice. We've got a nice little patch of ginger here. And I am going to untill the soil. Again, that shortens the time until it could respawn. Okay, let's check out the new quests. Keys Prismatic Grange, or Let's Play a Game. I'm probably never doing that. I'm probably never doing the 50,000 point Junimo card. So we're going to give this a shot, and I might just go to the wiki. There is actually a little chart that shows you the cheapest way to get this done. Where we can just buy certain ingredients from Gus or whoever. We'll head over to the dig site, see if we can find that prehistoric rib while we're here. Gather some ginger. hope that there's some outside by the archaeologist tent while we're here. And we do want to check. Sometimes there's a little bit up on that platform. Alright, and then we want to clear everything to give more room for bone nodes. Isn't Junimo and Pirate Game a part of getting perfection? Nope. No, it is not. They are Steam achievements. There are achievements, but they are not required for perfection. Yep, actually, I'm just going to check outside here for Ginger, and then we can go back and I'll show you. Yep, we'll go have a look. We'll go have a look at the perfection board, and you'll see what's on there. So they are achievements, but you don't have to finish all the achievements in the game for perfection. Perfection is not actually even that close to 100%ing the game. The shipping completion, all the obelisks built, Golden Clock, Monster Slayer Hero, Friends with Everyone, Your Own Level, all star drops, cooking completion, crafting completion, fishing completion, Golden Walnut completion. That's it. None of the arcade games are on the list. That's just for the achievements. But it's not part of perfection. Thank God. Because if it was, I probably wouldn't be able to reach perfection. I don't have a lot of faith in my ability to complete those games. Alright, so the question being, are we doing the volcano dungeon today or something else? We've got 13 days for that. That's not a problem. This is going pretty slow. Same, that's what scared Ness off. Yep. Not unless you buy the waiver, which we are not doing, not in this playthrough. Right, not in this playthrough, but if that was part of perfection, then I would complete everything else and then buy the waivers anyway. Yeah. There's absolutely no way I'm finishing those video games. Those arcade games, absolutely not. Oh, that's right, we can buy this now. I don't need to keep doing that. And I am going to ignore the lava lurks for right now. See, I was thinking we put powerful on this. Okay, so I can one-shot the rocks now. But it still takes me 2 hits on the other things. I got past level 3 in Junimo and immediately died. I think that's pretty good. Lady Elena is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Lady Elena. We love you. Oh, there's a dragon tooth just sitting on the ground. Look at that. Nice. And I still didn't bring the diamonds. One of these days we'll bring the diamonds. There's just one on this edge. Have a friend who beat Junimo convinced they're a wizard. That's just copper. Alright, we're gonna have to stop and kill some magma sprites here. See how that the ice one makes that so much easier. Alright, I don't actually know which direction we're supposed to be going. There it is. Professor beat it on stream, though. It was painful as it was during co-op, so no time freeze. Ugh. I can't even imagine trying to do that without time stopping. I get rid of one of them and then there's more. Alright, but when they get frozen, I need to chase them down. Alright. Oy, 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 those things are so annoying. Alright, I again don't know where I'm supposed to go. It must be this way, though. No, the map doesn't go... Oh, there it is. It's in the middle of the map. That's interesting. The pirate is the only one I managed to beat when I played with Abigail. Right. But you realize that that's just level 1. The whole Abigail cutscene is just level 1 of that video game, of that arcade game. And I don't always win it. Right, so there's nothing we can do here, and we didn't bring our prismatic shards, so here we're just farming. We're just farming at the moment. Okay. Cinder shards, there we go. I don't think luck does anything in here. These things are already set at the beginning of the day. Are there any cinder shards over here? Nope. Lots of copper. Lots of copper. I see one over there. This is the thing, I just don't... This is even worse for me than Skull Caverns. Like, I just don't like the grindiness of how farming the volcano dungeon gets. Especially with the dragon teeth. So hopefully we get good luck with that stingray pond. Okay, which one is the real button? That's a lot of buttons. Which one's the real button? That one. Okay. There we go. I want to go over there, though. I do. Oh, and I might have to go over there. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, never mind. I thought there might be a, dragon tooth. So we just need to go, we need to go home. Which, I don't know why I'm running all that way. We have the Parrot Express now. We have the Parrot Express, and we have a Warp Totem. And very soon, we will have a Return Scepter. Tomorrow. We're very close. Very close. Okay, let me just make sure I did update that. Yes. Worst is you see that skeleton and no tooth, right. I saw the skeleton and I got excited. And then there's no tooth. We will have to go to the we might as well fish until we pass out in the desert, actually. To get those 2 sandfish. See the tail and the leg, but no rib. Thankfully, fishing until we pass out in the desert does bring us back home. So that's what we'll do. We'll look for, oh, there's a panning spot. We'll look to get 2 sandfish out of this. Right? Definitely. We won't only get trash. We'll definitely get 2 sandfish before 2 o'clock. Whoops. Or we'll just pan until we pass out. No. I'm trying to go right for the middle of this pond. I don't think it really matters. But it's going to be the furthest from shore. Alright, so not even 1 sandfish. Hey, we tried, right? Hey, we tried. All right. It's an iridium luck day with ladders and shafts. I don't know that we want to do it, though. I don't know that we want to do it. This is fine. We can wait on this. This Queen's Prismatic Grange. We can wait on that. There's no rush. This one, though, we kind of want to be at Ginger Island every day right now to get this done. Yeah, I think I let this one slide. I don't want to get further behind on our stuff. We're actually pretty well set up right now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5 plus stacks of stone. I mean, we have 96 battery packs. So we don't need the solar panel. I just need to craft it. That's all. We don't need the battery packs. I already have way more than we'll ever need. Mooshake and Moolity have been petted. Tumnus has been petted. Alan and Alan have been petted. Also, the void chickens, the regular chickens, are more profitable. I've always found that funny. Sir Exilot has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. And Chickadee has been petted. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. Right? That's what I thought too, but it's actually not. Once you get the large eggs to get gold mayonnaise, the regular chickens are still more profitable than the void chickens. Let's have a look. Mayo with artisan profession. Gold mayo is 399 gold. Void mayo is 385 gold. It's not a huge difference, but I definitely would have thought the void chickens would be more profitable. You know, the regular chickens are 14 gold more profitable per mayonnaise. Once you get them to the point where you're getting all gold quality mayonnaise. Alright, we need the 2 sandfish for that one. That's gonna be... It's not gonna be that hard, but we're gonna have to spend some time getting it. Drop off our stuff. Keep going. Lots and lots of roe. We have finished our 54th fish pond. Okay. So we're just going to put another Legend 2 in with another golden animal cracker if I have another one. Yep, alright. Whoops. And a sign. And then we need to get back up to Robin, which is good because it is Wednesday, so she is working today. All right. So we should start seeing some profit soonish. Soonish. All right. Get Robin working. Head back over to Ginger Island, collect some ginger. Maybe farm some more Volcano Dungeon. Maybe start looking at that Keys Prismatic Grange. We're very close. We're gonna harvest this. I got a house plant. We're gonna harvest this next crop of wine, and that's gonna be our return scepter. Pretty excited about that. Although in this challenge, it's not quite as valuable than other challenges because we could always just fish until we pass out wherever we are. We really need to get to 2 hearts with Sebastian so that we can interrupt him in his room. Without being able to get in his room, I can never see him. All right. There we go. We're moving along, and we will indeed need a new shed soon enough. Not quite yet, but I think we make another 3 to 5 fish ponds, and then we're probably going to want a shed. Because we are having extra row every time now. So we'll get cleaned up. We'll head over to Ginger Island. I'm going to throw the houseplant away. I will remember to bring 10 diamonds. Yeah. Yeah. We don't need to be going back and forth to Clint for anything. We will need to buy some coal from him at some point. Wow, what a train of people here. And we do get extra hearts for talking to villagers today, so we're going to do that at the resort. Going to gift everybody their peaches. And what I can do is I can stop them in their tracks. There we go. And then chat them all up. There we go. There we go. Well, that should have gotten us some points with everybody. At some point, there will be focused relationship increasing. But for now, it doesn't really matter. Also, at some point, I do need to make some raisins. Just to sell them. That is one of the shipping requirements. So I should think about that. There's going to be a lot of stuff. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that I need to go ahead and do. And we need to start thinking about the cooking. I generally wait until after I have Pierre's missing stock list to really care about the cooking. Because I want to grow, you know, 25 of everything on the Ginger Island farm. Get a huge stock of stuff. And then do just one run at everything. Oh, I see a panning spot. Come on, lucky ring. The tail, I think we already had the tail. Pretty sure we already had the tail. And I do know we do need to finish the archaeologist's office, even though we already got the golden walnuts. We need that ostrich. We need the ostrich egg incubator. And the mango tree, I think. Yeah, we already had the tail. We just need both heads. Tell you what, let me get the hint. Golden coconuts, many interesting things. Okay, so he's saying they're going to be in the golden coconuts. We need to get the desert trader online. I believe that's the last thing we can do with our walnuts. Okay, so golden coconuts for coconuts. Banana sapling for 5 dragon teeth? No, thank you. The mango sapling for 75 mussels. That one's easy enough. That one's easy enough. Yes. Yes, Ginger. Yes, Ginger. Good job. Fred was dancing for her. Good job. All right, let's go do some volcano dungeon farming. We'll come back to the island trader. We should get, if we start focusing on golden coconuts, we should be able to get both the mango tree and the banana tree. Okay, I'm not seeing any cinder shards. Not one. Okay, sadly, ladders and shafts does nothing for us here. And I'm seeing no cinder shards. There we go. We're here for the cinder shards. We're also here for the dwarf at level 5. And I very well may consider just leaving after that. Hey, birds. Hey, birds. There we go. We got our Diamond Hunter book. It's not a big deal, but it is something that makes everything more profitable. So for now, I think I want to pan at the dig site for a while. We do have an Iridium Luck day. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. We do have an Iridium Luck day. Let's pop our spicy eel. And this is just us waiting for panning spots. We can do a little bit of fishing while we wait. Yes, Fred. Yes, Fred. Yes, Fred. That is indeed a dog. That is indeed a dog, you see. Okay, lots of stuff. Whoa. That was a crazy haul. Okay. All right. Whoop, I actually see it. It's very hard to see, but it's there. Alright, that was a lot. That was a lot. We're just going to wait for more. Just going to patrol back and forth and see if any more spawn. I am going to see if we can pan here. I'm just going to click on that area because I can't actually see there. And was that a no, it wasn't a quest to go see him, but we might as well. We might as well just walk in here and have a chat with him real quick. So, you got my letter, huh? Nice to meet ya. I'm Fizz, JoJo Special Services Division. You haven't heard of us? That's okay. Most people haven't. We're not really advertised like other JoJo products. We're more of a specialty service for elite clients. Hey, Ginger. He is very creepy, isn't he? What do we do? Well, let's just say we specialize in legally complex matters. Catch my drift, wink wink, nudge nudge, say no more, say no more. But enough chit-chat, let's get to business. I've heard you're trying to achieve perfection, a noble goal, but difficult. Very difficult. All that cooking, crafting, monster slaying, all those complicated friendships, oh, I can see how stressed you are. But here's the thing, you don't need to stress another minute. We've got you covered. See these papers here? They're called perfection waivers. Each one of these beautiful pages are worth 1% towards perfection. They've even got Mr. Queen's signature on it. Completely legit. Do I look like someone who would lie to you? Yes, absolutely yes. Don't answer that. Sorry, I already did. Anyway, I'm selling these for a sweet, sweet price. 500,000 gold a pop. A steal. Well, no pressure. Just think about it. I'll be waiting. Yep, not interested. Thank you. You can continue to languish in that dank cave. Let's untill this ground while we're waiting. While we wait for more panning spots. So that more ginger can spawn as quickly as possible. And if nothing else spawns, yep, definitely a creeper. If nothing else spawns by 10 p.m. or so, that's when we'll head back to the farm. Actually, we'll stay here until, I think, after midnight, to be honest. It is an Iridium Luck day. This is what I want to be doing with my time right now. I want that lucky ring. So I am going to just walk back and forth here, waiting for panning spots. If we have an Iridium Luck day and we're not in the Skull Caverns, this is where we're going to be. I believe every time the clock ticks, there's a chance that one spawns. And the higher your luck is, I think, the more likely it does spawn every tick of the clock. And the higher our luck is, the more chance we have at getting a lucky ring. Was it easy to get for perfection from him, though? Because I remember you said you bought perfection once. I did buy perfection. It cost 500,000 gold per 1%. So you still need to try. You know what I mean? You're not going to buy it from scratch. That would be way too much. That would be 500 million? Is that 50 million? 50 million gold. Yeah, 50 million gold to buy 100%. So even if you're buying 50%, that's 25 million gold. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So even if you do intend to buy perfection, it still pays off to at least try to get some of it, most of it done legitimately anyway. But it definitely fits, if you're doing a Joja run, if you're already doing a Joja run, then you might as well. Because you've got plenty of money, right? But no, we're not going to be doing that. We are going to legitimately get perfection here. It may take a little while longer. I think we'll still get it before the fish ponds are out. No, nothing else. It's almost midnight, so we'll head back. Hey birds. Yeah, I do think they don't like the dog. I do think they don't like the dog. And I don't blame them. I've done 75% on my own, and now I'm getting a bit stuck with the crafting and cooking, so I bought 2 waivers, but I regret it. I want to try to do it all by myself, right? But like 2%, it doesn't get you a lot of the way there, right? You still need to do just about everything. So you'll get it. You'll get it. You just have to do it. It's a little bit at a time. Oh, I didn't empty our stuff first. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you still have to do a lot of work. I mean, even if you're going to pay for it, you still have to do a lot of work. I think I got it to about 70%, 72%, something like that, before I paid for it in that run. My perfection farm, though, was the first time I had ever tried to do it. It took me into year 6. Year 6, year 7, I can't remember. What you can do, Millie, is since you feel bad that you bought them, I get that. But what you can do is you'll still finish everything, and then you'll end up with 102%. So all you've done, if you really want to do it legitimately, all you've done is just shifted the goalposts by 2%. If you bought 2 waivers, you finish everything, and you end up at 102. As far as I know, I believe that's how it works. But either way, you can see on the list, right? Because getting the waivers doesn't change what the list looks like. You can see on the list what did and didn't get done. Pass outs back to 20. Okay, and we'll go ahead and take our screenshot for the day and get on out of here. Did my message not go through? I don't know. My chat disconnected for a second. I don't know if that's me today or if that's Twitch, but it's been doing it all day. So there's our screenshot. Let's see if we can find a friend. The last message I got from you was that it says that you bought them and you would like to sell them back. I think it's Twitch. Yeah, it's been acting up a bit. Alright, what have we got? Tell you what, honestly, everybody's been streaming for a very long time here. So I'm just gonna end this. I don't have someone to send us to at the moment. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end this stream. So thank you guys. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate you folks. And have a great day. Love you folks.